Hello and welcome everyone. Really thrilled to be presenting this absolutely stunning classic Range Rover. It's a 1995 County Classic. And this example is honestly, and we see a lot of these. We are up here in New England, as you can see by the gorgeous fall foliage, and we see a lot of these. These are very popular trucks in the New England region, and by nature of that, some of them tend to suffer from rust issues, or they have very high mileage, or the paint's faded. This example is by far, hands down, the nicest example I think I have ever seen. And of course, you can get into the discussion of six-figure, resto mods where they throw in an LS and change the interior and all that stuff. But this example has stayed true to its originality in terms of mechanical components and specification and all that stuff. I believe the truck was originally Ardennes green, and now it's this gorgeous white over the Sorel tan leather and carpeted interior. But the truck is just flawless, both inside and out. It is literally, there's a scratch or two, tiny, that we'll point out, obviously, as is the point of this video. But overall, this truck looks showroom, factory, fresh. It looks brand new, like it just rolled off the assembly line in 1995. And we'll just do a quick loop of it before we get into like the general, pointing at each square inch of the truck. And by the way, my name's Coulter, and we are presenting this truck on behalf of my company, Auto Gallery. And the point of these videos is so that, we're aware that many of you bidders and potential buyers and watchers and commenters won't be able to see this vehicle in person. So we're here basically to conduct a visual inspection as best we can on your behalf, as well as give it a nice road test, do some solid driving, test all the features and functions, so you all that are thinking about purchasing this truck know exactly what you're getting. This is how we do our listings, and it's totally a labor of love. I hope you all enjoy it. So just to talk quickly about what the truck underwent. Primarily, it was just a major cosmetic restoration. It has 72,000 original miles, and most importantly, the gentleman who restored it is Danny Bell of 7 and 23 Motor Sales / Restoration. He is actually world renowned for his quality of work. He has restored multiple vintage Ferraris, specifically 250 SWBs, 330s, all that stuff that have won awards year after year at the infamous Pebble Beach concourse. So Danny Bell, I would argue, is the best in the business in terms of doing these Land Rovers. He actually loves Land Rovers the most. It's his specialty. Of course, he can do 7 and 8 figure Ferraris, but he has a special soft spot for Land Rovers and Range Rovers. If you go to his website or visit him in person, you'll see predominantly Land Rover and Range Rover vehicles out front. We've actually worked on with him on a number of Defenders that we've had over the years. He is really the best guy, in my opinion, in New England, maybe even the United States, for work, high quality work done on Land Rover, Range Rover products. So the restoration included all new cosmetic components, in addition to the gorgeous paint change from Ardennes green to white. It looks fantastic. All the badging is perfect, all the trim, all the chrome. I mean, this truck presents so well. I've really seen nothing like it. In addition to that, it has a custom cut carpet from Australia. So all of the carpeting and the interior upholstery, all that stuff is brand new, looks absolutely factory or better in my opinion. And the attention to detail on this thing is just insane. It also has a fantastic new head unit system with Bluetooth and Apple CarPlay and all that good stuff, with a really powerful surround sound audio system, I think by JL Audio, but we'll confirm that once I remind myself what brand the speakers are when we're looking around. On top of that, I would argue most importantly, it was swapped from air suspension to springs, which is by far, I think, the #1 thing that anyone should do on one of these Range Rover Classics. Air shocks are notoriously temperamental and notorious for, lots of failures and all that stuff. The car will sink. You know, you want to avoid that. So now she's just riding on a simple and comfortable spring setup. The engine wasn't necessarily overhauled, but it was definitely looked at. All the fluids were done. Any items that seemed like they needed attention were taken care of. And most importantly, folks, the restorative work on this truck, and we have the invoice in the gallery, was $90,000. $90,000 was spent on the vehicle in addition to a $25,000 initial purchase price. So all in, the owner of this truck is in it for about $115,000 plus tag and title and sales tax and all that stuff. So definitely a no expense spared restoration on this truck, and it shows. It is absolutely stunning. So I could monologue all day about it, but without further ado, we'll just do a quick spin around of the exterior before heading into the interior. Then we'll do a cold start, and then we'll hit the road. So for the exterior, obviously, as I've said, the truck is really flawless. Like, the lettering is brand new and soft. The paint is just gorgeous. And you can tell a lot about paint by actually touching it. It's very smooth to the touch. I don't feel any surface imperfections on my fingertips. All of the rubber, plasticky stuff, your bumper guards, that kind of thing, always fade. Like, this black plastic always fades. This, even down below, always faded. This is a lovely, rich, dark jet black with no cosmetic flaws. You have your Land Rover badging, and again, the chrome is just perfect. The headlights are crystal clear, and even down below on the air dam and the fog light area, you literally have zero flaws. Honestly, the only thing I would note is a tiny little scuff that looks like it's been touched up there, but this truck, again, is just in such perfect shape. Even your marker lights, your turn signal lights, all that stuff. It's really, really, really impressive. So coming up, you've got the driver's side of the hood, which again is just immaculate. All your panel gaps and the fitment of the panels are absolutely uniform, absolutely perfect. And then down below, you've got, I think these are the turbines. I don't know the exact name of this wheel style, but they're turbine-esque wheels. Obviously in fantastic shape. They look like they've been refinished. They're not suffering from any curbing other than just a tiny, tiny, tiny little nick there. But overall, they're just in fantastic shape. The rotors look very, very new. There's no grooving that I can see whatsoever. Those are in fantastic shape. And then last but not least, you have these Bridgestone studless Blizzaks. Bridgestone Blizzaks. Let me find a date code. 6R. So that's not really indicative of much. Tubeless. You know, these date codes are tough because the date code DOTEH6R. Usually we have a 4-digit date code that just, you know, ends in the year of manufacture, but not seeing that here. Anyways, and also the wheel arches, like you can see the frame from here. It's just, I mean, this thing is just perfect. There's not a lick of rust or even corrosion on it. It's very, very impressive. And this quarter panel down low is in fantastic shape. You also have your body moldings and trim lines, which are in really, really nice shape. There is a tiny bit of like fade on the chrome inlay there, but otherwise, I mean, this truck is just in fantastic shape. Even down below, your rocker panels, they have a little bit of whitening, but otherwise, I mean, this thing is just perfect. You even get your very stylish mud flaps here to protect your underbody. So I love the Range Rovers because they have massive panel gaps. Like, my pinky fits all the way through, but it's nice and uniform through and through. You also have this very vertical, very upright windshield, which is in amazing shape. There's no rock chips other than this tiny, I mean, minuscule little guy here. But overall, I mean, this is just fantastic. All your seals are great. Your roof line is super uniform. Your A-pillar looks great. No fading on the plastic surfaces of your mirrors, your glass. You've got massively tall windows here, make for a really nice greenhouse feeling. Super clear, rubber trim in really nice shape, nice and soft and supple with no fading. Your door pulls are in perfect shape. The driver door is in perfect shape. I don't see a single paint flaw anywhere, even down below. Absolutely nothing. No chips in the door jambs, anything like that. So now for the rear driver side passenger door, again, all your original stickers, all that good stuff. Your window's in great shape. Your little quarter-ish window here is in great shape. The seal is fantastic. The door itself, I mean, literally just perfect. Again, I rarely use the word perfect, but this is perfect. Rear driver wheel and tire, again, the Bridgestones DOT EH6R. So if someone's a date code wizard, please let me know what that means. Tiny bit of wear on the rear brakes, but overall, I mean, no lip, no pitting, nothing like that. They look pretty damn fresh. And then, of course, the wheel, which appears to have been refinished or is just in fantastic shape. No curbing whatsoever there. And by the way, the tires have a ton of tread left. Like, we're talking like half an inch or more. Nice blend of off-road / road-going tires there as well. This is exactly what I would have gone for in terms of the tread aggressiveness. So now for the rear quarter on the driver's side, and then also just real quick, the roof is in fantastic shape. You almost always see paint fade on the roof, but obviously this truck benefits from a lovely and gorgeous fresh new paint job. You have your heated quarter windows, which is cool, prevent any fogging. You can see that there. And you can kind of get a glimpse of the carpeting here. Fantastic shape. But yeah, rear driver quarter, really nice. I don't see a single flaw on the entire panel. And then you get this kind of cool, like, leatherette quarter piece here with the ventilation. The plastic on the vent it actually kind of has this detail in it where it's like multicolored. It's kind of a mixture of colors there. Really cool. And again, these always fade and fall away and degrade over time. So this is just fantastic to see that in that shape. Down below, just a tiny little scratch there. And a tiny bit of paint missing from the bumper cover, I guess one would call that there. But again, really mild stuff. You also get your mud flaps below, and this panel is always the first to show corrosion or degradation from road debris there, but your mud flap's going to protect you. Excuse me, these monologues dry my throat. Starting with the rear glass up top, you have double hinges with the wiper here and the spray nozzle. A little bit, I mean, tiny bit of corrosion in the fasteners there. Excuse our sticker, we put one on every vehicle that we're selling. But the glass is in amazing shape. The handle's in amazing shape. I mean, this thing looks fantastic. And then down below, obviously, it's like a vertical clamshell. So you get all of your range badging, Land Rover Classic badging. All the pulls are in great shape. The actual panel itself is just perfect. It's a county, noting that this is a county trim level truck. And then back here on your bumperette, sorry, let's start with the tail light on the driver's side. Really clear. I mean, just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Little bit of delamination, I guess, on the bumperette, but it's really just extremely minor. Maybe it's possible the heat from the exhaust has kind of degraded that over time. Excuse me. Down below, the chrome. I mean, it really doesn't get better than this. This is like as nice as it gets. It's free of any flaws. Truck's never been backed into or backed into anything. I mean, really impressive. Looking at, it's either fuel tank or spare tire carrier in really nice shape as well. You can kind of see the underside from here. I mean, it is just perfect. There is not, I'm even getting down on my knees. There is not a lick of corrosion here. I mean, this truck is so nice. I'm looking at the frame rails. They are just in immaculate shape. I mean, really impressive. So you've also got your Land Rover branded trailer hitch cover and trailer hitch itself there. I wonder what the towing capacity is on this. I'm actually pretty curious. And now we're making it to the passenger side of the rear. Same thing. Lights are in perfect shape. Your chrome in perfect shape. The passenger side of the tailgate looks fantastic. Same with your little bumperettes here. There's a little tiny little nick there, but otherwise really nice. Again, those always fade and kind of fall apart, so it's fantastic to see that they're in good shape. Again, the lights are perfect. The tail lights Your little quarter leatherette panel here is in fantastic shape. Your vents are nice and flat to the body. They're not protruding at all. Your roof in the rear looks fantastic. I see a little bit of paint run here, I guess one would call that, but that's the first sign I'm seeing of that. I mean, that is just insane that there's no run anywhere in the paint. There's no additional clear coat, nothing like that. Your passenger side rear quarter window is in great shape. Your fuel door is in great shape. The entire passenger side rear quarter is literally flawless. I mean, it is so good and so impressive, the level of quality that was applied to the restoration on this truck. Now for the rear passenger wheel and tire, again, perfect wheel, rotors look good, tire has plenty of tread and life left, and again, we're just looking at, slightly different date code here. So DB 1222. So this is the 12th, produced in the 12th week of 2022. So the tires are about 3 years old, but again, they are in perfect shape. No need, I would say, to replace them right off the bat. You probably have another year or two out of these, no problem. Looking at the wheel well, really nice. Again, there's just, this thing is so perfect. So coming up, starting with the rear passenger window, again, crystal clear, nice tall windows, and you can kind of get a glimpse into the interior, which I'm really excited to show you all. But yeah, perfect shape. Again, your stickers exactly where you'd want to see them. Your seals and your trim, nice, soft, supple rubber that's not dried out or cracking. Your door handle in great shape. And then just look at the door. I mean, it's literally perfect. All your body moldings are in great shape as well. And then down below, your rocker's also in great shape. So now coming up to the front passenger, you get this tiny little B-pillar here, and I love how much glass there is on the truck. I mean, it's just totally a greenhouse. The visibility is amazing. But here is your passenger front window, which is in great shape. Mirrors are in great shape, although it probably needs a little glass cleaner. Mirror cap in great shape. Down below, your seals, your body seals here, your window seals, really nice and smooth. And then the passenger front door, again, not a single flaw on any of the doors, all four, or the rear quarters, or the trunk, or the hood. I mean, the paint, any painted area on the truck is literally perfect. It's so impressive. But yeah, even coming towards the front, again, just absolutely stunning. Even down below, you just have this mild like whitening on this. This is a plastic rocker panel, but not a big deal at all. Totally standard. Yeah, really nice to see. So now for the passenger side, you get the A-pillar, which again is just in fantastic shape, in addition to your windshield, which is free of any chips or cracks or anything like that. Your wipers are in great shape. The cowl and the vent intake is really nice. And then down below, front passenger quarter, again, just perfect. The paint is absolutely perfect on this truck. It is such a lovely shade of white with the perfect amount of clear coat. It's not too glossy, it's not too matte, it's literally just stunning. So down below, again, all perfect, really nice, even where your mud flaps are. And then front passenger wheel and tire, which is the most common one to get curbed because it's the closest to the curb and kind of the furthest from the driver. You have less of a sense of depth, but again, zero flaws there. It's just a little bit of residue. No worries, and your lug nuts look great. The tire itself in perfect shape. Again, 2022s on these, so I'm assuming that is what the other side is. Your wheel wells are in perfect shape, and you can see the spring conversion there. Just fantastic. So last but not least, passenger side of the hood, just flawless. Again, literally just flawless, just perfect. It looks like it just rolled out of the factory. And then, of course, the passenger side of your little bumperette here, your lights are crystal clear. There's just a little bit of paint missing there, but otherwise, I mean, absolutely stunning, even down below with the air dam. I mean, you do not see them like this. You just don't, unless someone spent 6 figures on a restoration, which is the case here. So now we'll head around to the interior. Alrighty, so now for the interior, which is just as nice, if it's even possible, nicer than the exterior of the car. But again, the door car, I mean, these look brand new. The wood trim, these always, the clear coat, the laminate in these always cracks. I mean, this is just, you don't see this. You don't see this. The truck originally came with a hardened carbon system that is supplemented by the JL audio. I think it's a subwoofer in the back, which we'll show you. But again, steering wheel, zero wear. Dashboard, not a single crack. I mean, this is just, you don't see this. You don't see this. The headliner has no sagging whatsoever. I mean, that is tight as can be. It's just so impressive. You also get electronically operated seats, all that stuff. And the seats, I mean, just look at that leather. That is just, it's insane. It's insane. You don't see this. The carpets are perfect. Again, those custom cut carpets all the way from Australia. Just so impressive. And the close on the doors is just chef's kiss. So now for the driver's side passenger, again, seat backs, door cards, everything, the floor mats. I mean, look at that carpeting. It's so good. It's so nice. The seat backs are perfect. Really, really nice. And the seats, this rear bench, I mean, it's insane. It's insane how nice it is. It is absolutely insane. So nice. So nice. And again, that very aristocratic door close. So then you get your clamshell rear opening tailgate here. So the top goes there, upwards, and the bottom goes down and outwards. You have your support struts. Again, just look at the quality of this carpet. I mean, it is insane. You also have a leather kind of crevice liner here. You do get WeatherTech cargo liners, but underneath, of course, you have literally perfect carpeting. And then, as I mentioned, the JL audio. I guess we would call this a supplemental audio system. So you do still get your Harman Kardon system, but also a little extra oomph out of the JL audio. There's your spare tire. I mean, every surface of this interior, again, is just so perfect. And yes, the headliner is absolutely stunning. So we'll close that up. You have these very convenient little lift tabs that say lift. So we'll lift from the lift tabs. There's one closure, and here's the other. Easy peasy. So now for the passenger side, again, trend continues. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. I mean, there's no other word for it. It is literally just perfect. Again, the wood trim, the switches. I mean, you always look for wear on touch points, right? These are literally perfect. Look at that. Okay, here's a little bit of a flaw. The pull there. Just a little, I mean, again, we're grasping at straws in terms of looking for flaws. So that's really the first thing I'm finding on the interior. And again, the bench, the seat backs up front, the carpeting, all just in immaculate shape. I mean, it's all just perfect. It's so nice. So nice. So last but not least, for the interior, you have the passenger front seat area. Door card, again, just flawless. Trim, just flawless. I mean, your pulls, your door carpeting there, your Harman Kardon speakers, all that stuff. The dash with your airbag. I mean, it's all just perfect. And then you have the Sony double din LCD or LED display, which controls all of your audio functions. Really just so nice. And then, of course, no wear on the shifter, no wear on the transfer case, parking brake, any of the, I'll leave that on push because your seat heaters are there. I mean, it's just amazing. Even the stickers on the actual switches are not worn whatsoever. I love the kind of twist to raise armrests that Land Rover is so famous for. And then, of course, just look at the quality of the leather on the interior on that passenger seat. I mean, it's insane. It's so crazy. I need a word counter on my crazy and insane usage, but I'm at a lack for better words. It really, you do not find this. You don't find this. Even, I mean, that carpet is brand new. It's literally brand new. And in addition to that, you get a full set of Range Rover branded rubber floor mats, which are a great addition if you want to keep the OEM look to the truck, but want to keep your carpets as clean as they are, which I would highly recommend. We'll post pictures of those in the gallery. Now we'll head around to that 4.2 liter V8 that's under the hood. Land Rovers obviously are pretty renowned for having and if I can remember how to open this, there we go, for having that, I think it's originally a Buick-derived motor, but the 3.9, I believe, iron block is what they most commonly have. So having that extra third of a liter in terms of displacement is really nice. For the most part, the engine components are original, and this actually might, see the listing says 4.2, but I believe this is 3.9, again, because you have your 3.9 intake manifold. Again, that might just be, it might have a larger motor in it, but I believe it's a 3.9, just indicating off of the engine bay and the intake manifold. But overall, really just a solid, sturdy, and stout power plant that this truck comes with. Again, those iron block V8s, if it is in fact a 3.9, and excuse me, we should know this, but I just want to confirm, I hate being wrong. They are super reliable, no turbocharging, they're pretty low compression, and if you take care of them, they'll run for literally forever. You also have ZF power steering, and all that good stuff. So yeah, really, really solid power plant here. Absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Really just a lovely, lovely little power plant. And it's not going to be a land speed record holder. It's not necessarily a fast truck, but you get plenty of torque. You also get your work light here, which automatically goes on when you open the hood. I think that's a nice touch. And yeah, we'll just close that up. And now for the fun part. We'll do a cold start, go for a drive. Alrighty, now for the cold start video, as usual, we'll just grab the exhaust pipe here. It's about 45 degrees out today. It's a little chilly. And this thing starts right up. So, key goes in, give it a sec. Right off the bat, rips real nice. So, just a really sturdy power plant there. And now for the fun part, we'll go enjoy the truck and go for a drive. Alrighty, now here we are in the cockpit of the truck. So first things first, we have our parking brake indicator here. I'm just going to take that off, and that goes off. We do have an indicator for the anti-lock brakes as well. And yeah, just starting, I guess we'll go left to right in terms of functions. Here is passenger window, up, down, driver window, up, down, and it's one click down, but not one click up. Do my heated seat for driver and passenger. There's your window locks. There is passenger rear, and last but not least, passenger front. Really fast too, which is great to see. We've also got, I'll adjust my mirrors. That one's working exactly as it should. Right side, working exactly as it should as well. Really nice. I'll try the horn. Yep, that's working. Lights go on and off. Turn signals working as they should, and we can confirm that all works. Do the wipers here and spray. Very nice. Love to see that. What else do we have in terms of the interior? I think this is a control knob for the brightness. Got a subwoofer and bass button. I wonder if that looks like a lane keep assist button, but I don't think it is. These are interesting too. I'm not sure what these are, honestly, but folks might be able to assist me there. We'll also test the climate control system. So we've got full heat on. Oh wow, gets hot right away. Really, really nice. That is warm right off the bat. You also get cup holders there, a clock, ashtray, which doesn't look like it's ever been used. Got our hazards, which are functioning as they should. I'll turn the fan speed down. It is really cold out today, but just because we'll try the AC, and that should work pretty quickly. We'll switch our knobs over. Oh yeah, nice, nice. Right off the bat, ice cold AC. Absolutely fantastic to see that. So we'll turn everything off. You also have your cigarette lighter. My seat heater is working, assuming passenger is working as well. And then the sunroof. So there's your sunroof. notorious for leaking and not working. This one obviously is in just stunning shape. And then if you don't want all the upper light seeping in, you can just, this actually, interesting. So you can do that too. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's a pull to close. There you go. So I'll leave that open because I like having the light in here. And then of course your Bluetooth head unit, we'll try connecting here. Disregard any of the personal information. I'll go add new device. So go to the Bluetooth setting on your smartphone. I've never paired to this before. I'm gonna assume that would be hands-free, but I'm not 100% sure. Yep, nice, pair. Allow, there we go. Use CarPlay, very cool. What a nice system. So I'll just put some music on. Let's go with a classic. We'll go Apple CarPlay, and then we will go, let's do some Neil Young. And then I'll do the volume. Nice. Wow, so fast. I mean, that was really easy. Really, I mean, and we deal with a lot of different systems. This is as easy as it gets, literally, so easy. I'll check my seat too. So there's forward, there's back, there's my seat, back, forward, and back. And then of course your twistable knobs here to raise and lower your armrest. But anyways, as you can tell, the audio is just perfect. It's so good. You can also mess with the bass here. I mean, this is really impressive. And in a truck like this, to have this level of quality audio is just so cool. Also, testing my rear wiper. That's working as it should. We'll test the spray as well. I might not. Oh, there we go. Nice, nice. Just a little bit of spray down the middle there. You can see there's a fuel door pop, all that stuff. Anyways, as much as I love you, Neil, we'll turn you down a little bit. Oh, man. A little bit more. Woo. Really nice. Really nice. And disregard my 3,000 unread messages. I am a psychopath. So here's reverse real quick. I'm just gonna reverse quickly. Nice, works great. Let's not hit the building. Neutral obviously works as it should, and then we'll go into drive. So yeah, just a fantastic car. I am gonna. Really nice, oh man. And over the grass, I mean, this truck is just so nice. It's such an aristocratic, such a baller vehicle. Whether or not you are more of a, I'm trying to think, like, who is this perfect for? This is perfect for the country gentleman with a country estate and a farm and lots of land. If you like skeet shooting, want to take the dogs out for a hunt, all this stuff. Go murder some pheasants or some grouse. Anything like that, it's perfect. Fly fishing, you could put a rod rack on the top or something along those lines. But yeah, just really, really, really nice. And I love this CarPlay. I mean, that is so, so good. Reading 72,000 exact miles, actually, that's funny. Exactly 72,000 miles to the 0. We're about to roll over into 72,001 miles shortly. And all our gauges are working. Coolant temperature, odometer, tachometer, speedometer, and fuel gauge, and then you have all of your warning lights that are not illuminated, which is great. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really get more comfortable and classic than this. This is a truck that you can daily drive. You get all of the modern amenities that you want. You get heated seats, you get power everything, a very reliable power plant if it's taken care of properly, and of course, really kick-ass sound system with the modern head unit. I'm gonna turn Drake off because I don't think that's appropriate for a truck of this caliber. It's a little bit juvenile, so we go with Space Cowboy by Jamiroquai, absolute classic. And Jamiroquai, by the way, you should see his tasting card if you haven't already. but he would probably love a truck like this, honestly. But yeah, coming into the corners here, I mean, it's tight as can be. And this is a nice little corner complex. Truck corners really well. And that spring conversion, I think makes a big difference. It's nice and flat. It inspires a lot of confidence. This is a pretty tight corner coming up. We'll enter it pretty quick. I'll get on the brakes, which have great feeling to them, plenty of stopping power. You know, a little bit of body roll, but that's to be expected with a truck like this. But it's actually, it corners quite flat, I would say. And it likes to hang out between, you know, 1.5 and 2,500 RPM. It's not a super rev-happy motor. The tachometer goes to 6,000, so obviously you're not going to be setting any land speed records, so to speak. But it's just so good. It's so good. So now we'll do a little hill climb here. Again, we're going over bumps. It doesn't squeak. It doesn't rattle. I think I'll turn the music off just so you can hear like how quiet this interior is. But it doesn't squeak or rattle or make any strange noises. It just downshifted me there without any, you know, clunk or anything of the sort. I mean, it feels it literally feels brand new. Like, I actually cannot emphasize enough how nice this truck feels. Even the leather on the steering wheel, it feels like my hands are the first hands to grasp this thing. I mean, it's so impressive. It's so impressive. Everything is just, I don't look around. Like, oftentimes, at any car, no matter how well it's kept, any used car, I mean, this car is 30 years old at this point, close to 31. It's almost impossible to have a car of that age and not see, like, something that reminds you that it is a 30-plus-year-old used car. This is, you know, I wouldn't say it's a low mileage example, but it's not a high mileage example. It's right in the middle, right in the sweet spot, in my opinion. But for 72,000 miles, you'd expect a little bit of creaking, a little bit of cracking, a little bit of, you know, shaking and rattling and whatever, especially in a Range Rover. You know, they're notorious for kind of having rattly, plasticky interiors, but not this one. Okay, you know what? Now that I'm driving, I did find my first interior flaw. There's a little bit of cracking on that trim there. But otherwise, I mean, again, so nice. Like, this is a bumpy road. We're hitting bumps, really quiet in the cabin. It's so nice. And the sound deadening, like, you're really insulated from any rough road surface or anything like that. I mean, this thing is just so good. So I'm doing about 45 now. Coming up to a stop sign, I am going to slam the brakes once we hit 40 and go. Oh my gosh, and there's 0. Wow. I mean, this thing stops on a dime. It is so impressive. It is so impressive. So now, you know what? I'm actually going to go left here. We usually go right, but I'm going to go left so we can mess around in the dirt with the low range transfer case or gearbox. I'm not so good at the sequence of operating these, so please forgive me if I'm getting my steps wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, you either have to be in park or neutral. I'm going to go with neutral. Right now, obviously, we're in high range, but we'll throw it in low range from neutral, then go into 1, so low gear as well, and just mess around in the gravel over here. I'll turn it right in here. And you don't really want to do this on asphalt. I wonder if it has automatically locking diffs. I'll let that kind of decompress, and we'll just go. So, you know, I've always been freaking terrible at this. Sometimes you gotta roll a little bit. I don't think it wants to do it in drive. Someone may have to give me some coaching on. So we're in high range. Someone may have to give me some coaching on this. Maybe it wants to be in 1 and be moving potentially, but I'm not great at this. Someone can give me. I'll query the owner on the transfer case operation here. I'm also not sure why the hazards are on. They're not on. It's just my turn signals. So while we're at it, though, I'll go into first gear here. And again, the moment someone gives me the right instructions on the transfer case, I'm happy to do it. But I don't want to force anything. And again, there's probably a sequence that's correct for this, but here is first gear, and it stays in first. It's obviously very rough gravel, hanging out at like 3,000 RPM. No problem. Gets through the gravel, no problem at all. So we'll try going park here. And it just doesn't really seem to want to go, even if I push it over or any of that stuff. I doubt that it's been used, and they usually do give some resistance. So again, I like to be delicate with stuff. We don't want to force anything. We will get some instructions from the restorer. Again, he's a good friend of mine. We've sent him a lot of work, and it's always fantastic. So I'm sure it works with no issues. Just a question of the idiot trying to operate it, which is me. I often say that I'm a jack of all cars, but an expert of none. So, okay, we'll go with The Who for our next song choice. Gotta love some Jumpin' Jack Flash. Won't get fooled again. But yeah, here we are. I mean, and this is the ideal area to own a truck like this. I mean, we've got the lovely and notorious for its quality of fishing Housatonic River here. We have a lovely woman walking her dog, just absolutely picturesque. It's just stunning. I mean, it's stunning. It's so stunning. This is exactly, I feel like, where this truck would want to live, and this is where it does live. So, but it could fit in anywhere. I mean, I could imagine this as like a beach crusher in the Hamptons or in Nantucket or Cape Cod or the Vineyard. It would be great in the desert. Like, having this in the desert would be so cool. Really, this truck will fit in anywhere, even New York City or Boston or Los Angeles. I mean, it is just, this truck is a fantastic jack of all trades. It's cool, it's stylish, it's reliable, they're easy to work on, and it is absolutely extremely presentable. I mean, you don't get much more respect than this. I've had numerous customers walk in, from guys just starting their car collection or their journey as an enthusiast to guys who've been collecting for years and have 7-figure collections. Not a single one has said, I don't love that truck. Like, it's actually one of the first vehicles that people notice when they walk into our showroom is this truck, because again, it looks like it rolled right off the assembly line and into our shop. It is amazing. And I'm taking these corners. I'll take this one up here at 50. And again, you get your text notifications, all that stuff. Really impressive. And it's great. I mean, here's 50 miles an hour to a big sweeper. Totally cool. I'll push the throttle a little bit here, get us up to maybe 60 or so, 55. There's 55. No wind noise, no rattles, no wobbling. I mean, here's how straight it tracks. Really nice. And there's some camber in the road, pointed back towards the middle, even over bumps. Check this out. Hands off, hands off, hands off. Again, the camber in the road. But this is just so impressive. I mean, this thing is so well aligned. Look at that. Look at that. So impressive. And the steering is the perfect blend of mechanical assistance with your ZF power steering, but also like gives you great feel through the road. It's not so numb that you can't feel the terrain that you're on. I mean, it's just, I love this truck. I love this truck. It is so nice. And the gent who commissioned it is as classy as they come. Absolutely as classy as they come. Super impressive. I mean, just everything about this. It's stunning. It's stunning. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with this. And for someone that is well endowed enough to purchase a vehicle like this, I am truly envious. I am truly envious. I would just be thrilled to own this. I would drive it every single day. It's just a stunning stunning vehicle to drive, to admire, all of the above. It's really impressive. Also, look at this turning radius, like pretty good. Will we make it all the way? Maybe not. I started the turn late, but we'll test reverse again. Very nice, and it doesn't clunk in and out of gears. I mean, it's instant and smooth as well. And you know, they can be notorious for clunking, whether you've got bad U joints or any of that. So just amazing. And thank you all so much, if you've made it this long, for watching and supporting us. If you have any questions, please forward them either in the comments or to myself, which is my email is Colter, COLTER, at autogallery.us. You can actually see it on the sign there. It's spelled that funny European way. But yeah, I could go on in this truck for days without having to get out or, you know, stop talking. I could monologue for quite some time. But yeah, I think you guys get the point. It is a fantastic machine, brand new feeling, and I think the winner of the auction is going to be a very, very lucky lad or lady that I am going to be very envious of. So if we've missed anything, obviously I'll look into shifting the transfer case into low range, but otherwise that should cover everything. And again, we're idling here. Temps are actually below the halfway mark, so she stays nice and cool. And yeah, really just fantastic, and big thanks to the owner for entrusting us with his baby and choosing us to be the individuals that take care of the presentation and take care of bringing it to market. We are thrilled and honored for the opportunity to work with such a fine gentleman and such a fine vehicle. So thanks so much. That'll do it for today. Cheers, everyone.